Hey, what's up team? Coach Taj here from ETFF Scripps here in San Diego, California. And I'm here because today is day 14 of our 31-day 100-rep challenge. That's right, y'all. Now we're going to take it back down low. I'm talking closer to the floor, lower than you've ever gone before. Because today we're going to be doing those good old-fashioned forward lunges. That's right. We're going to take a plunge doing the lunge, and you're going to burn all of your lunge. You know what I'm saying, baby? So what you want to do, first off, you want to make sure you have plenty of space in your place. And there is no time to waste because we're going to burn all that fat around your waist. You know what I'm saying, baby? So with a forward stepping lunge, you want to make sure you have plenty of space to step forward. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a long step forward. We're going to drop that back knee straight down like an elevator. And you want to pause about an inch off the ground. Reason being, we don't want to plop our joint onto the floor because that joint isn't built to touch the floor. It's just built to help you mobilize the surrounding muscles. And we want to make sure we're using those surrounding muscles to absorb, pause, and take on that load so we can actually have those muscles work more. The more the muscles work, the more you're going to burn that body fat and the more that you're going to make those long-term gains. Now notice, with my knee about an inch off of the ground, my knees are bent at about 90 degrees. So this front knee is directly over my front ankle and my back knee is directly under my hip. Now with this, now we are in a perfect stance. You want to bring the opposite hand from that front leg up to create a counterbalance. And you want to keep your eyes and chest up. Now make sure that your core is engaged and that you're not hinging or rounding at the upper back. So you want to keep that upper back nice and tight. You want to make sure that the posture is straight, and then you're going to, boom, power back through your heel. So you're going to alternate feet. Once again, long step, drop your back knee down. Once again, notice my front knee is directly over that heel. Eyes and chest are up, opposite hand is up, and now I'm driving through my heel to really activate that glute. And we're really isolating the quad as we long step, drop the back knee down. Now, if you're having a difficulty, let's say pausing, and you find yourself plopping down, you can always go with a reverse lunge option if you find yourself having difficulty with these regular forward stepping lunges. So instead of stepping forward and then powering back, once again alternating every single leg, you can step forward, and then instead of stepping forward from that forward position, reverse lunge and step back. Now we did do the reverse lunge for one of our previous challenge days. You can either go back to that video and check out those options, or I'll show you other options to explore. You know what I'm saying? So once again, same thing applies when it comes to the reverse lunge if you're choosing to go with that option, if the forward lunge is not for you. Now, if you're choosing to go with the reverse lunge, long step, dropping that back knee straight down. We want to make sure that that front knee is directly over that ankle, never surpassing that front toe. Our chest is up, our abs are tight, our eyes are forward, and we're keeping that good posture. Once again, dropping that back knee about an inch off the floor. Opposite hand is up, and then we now, instead of driving through the heel, we're powering through that front foot that is bent. We're going to power through the entirety of that foot and really squeeze the glutes at the top. So when we're doing, let's say, the forward lunge, you are still powering through that front foot, but you're powering backwards. Whereas with the reverse lunge, you're powering yourself back forwards. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Now, if you're having a hard time with either or, let's say, first off, that first variation, that forward lunge, you're like, Taj, I don't know, I'm wobbling, I can't not drop my knee down, I'm having a hard time powering myself up. No fear, another option is here. What you can do, you can just plant your feet in that long step, and you can do what's called a static lunge, where your feet don't move. You're just gonna drop straight down. So just dropping straight down, and then powering up. Once again, notice my hands, my opposite hand, opposite leg. That front thigh is the quote-unquote opposite leg I'm speaking of. So this is my right thigh in front. My left arm comes up, boom, and then I'm powering up. I'm never locking out my knee. I want to make sure that I always keep a slight bend in my knee so I continue to have blood flow and until that blood were to go. You know what I'm saying? Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Power up. Now, if you're still kind of feeling wobbly, first off, check your stance. We want to make sure whether we're doing that forward lunge, right? Let's say I'm doing a forward stepping lunge. Notice my feet are in line with my hips. I'm never on a high wire. I like to think like I'm on train tracks. So notice my feet are lined up directly under my hip bones. You know, I'd say about a foot or so apart. You want to make sure that when you step, that those feet stay in that line with those hips. We don't want to step crossing the foot over. We also don't want to step too far outward because then that makes that hip region potential for injury. And then if we step too close, we can make those knees potential for injury. So we really want to make sure that we're taking care of the body. So let's say if you're like Taj, I'm doing the static lunges, but I'm still dropping my knee and I'm wobbling, all that good stuff. Well, guess what? You can then go for another option and maybe grab something like a door frame or just like just a wall. You can have a friend, you can hold on to your buddy, and you just go in the static position from there and have the support. Once again, you can literally step in the doorway. Look at, I'm holding the doorway and I'm just going up and down. That's it, down and up. But once again, make sure that that front knee is never going past the front toe. What that does, if we allow that to happen, we're dumping a lot of load into the knee, and the knee is not built to bear the load. It is built to just mobilize. Your ankle and your hip is what stabilizes. So you gotta understand what the joints do and just have the surrounding muscle groups take control. Take control of the load and your goals will explode. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're like me and you're like, Tosh, you know what, I got these forward lunges, I'm doing a great job of taking a long step, dropping my back knee about an inch off the ground. My front knee is always behind my front toe. It's directly stacked above my ankle because I love those stacked joints. I'm listening to your points. My opposite hand is up and I'm powering up and I'm feeling nostalgic. I'm feeling explosive. I'm feeling like I could do more. Well, guess what? Here's a challenge for you. You can add weight. So let's say anything in the house. Oh, look, a bike tire. You can hold a bike tire. You can literally hold anything, let's say in that front rack position, and add weight. You're like, Taj, well, I don't think I think the bike might be too much, but the bike tire is just not enough. Oh, look, a yoga mat. That's a little bit more weight. Maybe I want to put it on my upper back. If you put weight on your upper back, what that's going to do is going to promote keeping your chest a little higher. Vice versa, if you put it in the front rack position, your core, you're going to really have to drive that rib cage down and make sure your core is super contracted, and you want to lift your elbows up. Now, if you're going with weight in the front rack position, which is actually more challenging than the back rack position, what you will notice, it's going to grab this, oh, look, a barbell. It's another option as well. You can pop that barbell up. What you will notice is if you have your elbows fold down, let's say you do a forward lunge, it will make you want to collapse. We want to make sure we keep the chest up. So if we're going with a weighted position, you want to bring those elbows up. What that does, look at that. My bar can literally just hang out by itself. That front rack position with the elbows up creates a shelf where your shoulders are. That's where the bar is hanging out. So you should ideally be able to do this forward lunge without even holding onto the bar. That is ideal. Now notice, I'm even dragging my heel, and that is totally fine. That's actually telling me, hey, I'm doing a great job of powering through that heel, so I'm being more explosive, and I'm using more glute and quad, and I'm targeting the muscles that I want to target. Now, if you're still like, Taj, this forward lunge with the weight is great. Like, I love the strength aspect. Like, I'm keeping my elbows up, my weight is in the front, or hey, maybe I have a little shoulder issue, or maybe I just feel more comfortable with the bar on the back, and I'm doing these forward lunges, and I'm powering back from there. I'm making sure that my feet are, hip width, and I'm doing everything that you're asking, and I'm feeling great. I can go heavier, but I want to get more of a cardiovascular feel. Well, guess what? You can just go into some jump lunges if you want to take that challenge even higher. So you take that position, and you can just now turn it into more of a cardiovascular jump lunge. You can even add a little baby bounce in between to give yourself a little breather. You got so many options. You got so many challenges that you can take advantage of. Take the one that is best for you and do what you need to. Now, let's say if you're like, Taj, I really want to burn out my quads. I really want to take this lunge and make it feel more like a squat. Make it feel more like like something real spicy. Well, guess what? I'm going to give you a little tidbit. You can turn it into a split squat and really isolate that front leg. Notice my front knee is above that heel, and I'm just lowering my back knee straight down and then powering up. You can add load here. You can even add a plyo. So just plyo. Totally up to you. But I just want to let you know that is going to be one of our future challenge exercises, the split squat. But I just want to give you a little peekaboo, a little preview, all right? So once again, with that forward lunge, you can just go normal body weight, long step, alternating feet, 100 reps. If you want to really burn out one leg, you can do 50, one leg, forward step, forward back, making sure that you're driving through that heel, that front knee is always above that ankle, it's always behind that toe, and you'll be good to go. Now from there, if you're like, Tosh, this is too much, I'm having a hard time alternating and driving through the heel, well guess what, you can go reverse lunge instead. That's your first option to go to. Once again, keeping that knee above that ankle. Eyes up, chest up. Core is always active and contracted. Now, if you're like, I'm having a hard time alternating, I'm swiveling, I don't know, I can't keep my feet on those train tracks that you're talking about, Taj. I don't know, I've never been to a train track. I don't even know what that looks like. I've only played with trains as a kid. Well, guess what? You can go into a static lunge where your feet are just permanently planted. Planted. Get it? I gotta planted. So your feet are planted, eyes up, chest up, slowly lowering down, powering up from there. Once again, you want those feet on those train tracks that I'm talking about, making sure that your feet are hip width, never right in front of each other like a high line. And you'll be looking like a highlight, you know what I'm saying? And if you're still having difficulty there, you can come into a doorway and just hold and static lunge from there. You have so many options. And if you want that challenge, once again, you can grab weight. Well, this bike pump will do. Just pop it up and just forward lunge from there. Maybe you're taking that weight overhead. And you're telling your body to elongate. And you're really lock down that rib cage. Or maybe you're grabbing a barbell. Let's say you have like a barbell or some dumbbells. You can back rack it. You can front rack it. Keep those elbows up though. Just don't get distracted. Whatever you want to do. You can even, you know what? Put that weight up and you can take it to that next level and turn it into a split squat. Whatever you do, just keep those joints stacked, keep that chest up, and keep that core tight. And give it everything you got, all right? Once again, this is Taj Rockitt. It's day 14. We're gonna work so hard, you're gonna sleep so good, and give it everything you got, like you know you should and you know you could, all right? Once again, 14, 31 day, 100 rep challenge. Go get yours. I'm about to get mine. Let's get it, team.